Julius Oppenheimer, popularly known as the father of the atomic bomb, was a man whose brilliance and determination forged a great legacy. He was known for impacting astrophysics, nuclear physics, spectroscopy, and quantum field theory. A lot is known about this man's life, but some remain hidden. Welcome back to Timeless History. In this video, we will be discussing about the most insane facts about Julius Oppenheimer. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel to see more videos about disturbing history facts. 1. He was invited to lecture for geology at age 12. Julius Oppenheimer was a smart guy. He studied chemistry at Harvard when he was in college. But you know what? He liked rocks and minerals. He was born in New York City on April 22, 1902. When he was a kid, he used to pick up rocks in Manhattan and by the Hudson River. When he was 12 years old, he started typing letters to famous geologists about the rocks in Central Park. One of these geologists didn't even know he was just a kid. That geologist invited him to talk to a club called the New York Mineralogical Club. With his parents cheering him on, young Oppenheimer gave the talk. He got claps and cheers, even though he had to stand on a box to see over the podium. 2. His security credentials were revoked as he was considered a security risk. In the 1950s, people worried that the Soviets took American nuclear secrets. This was not good news for Oppenheimer. He had made friends with some communists, although were unsure if he joined their group. Also, some people who didn't like him, like Edward Teller, thought he was not patriotic because he didn't like the hydrogen bomb. Oppenheimer got a letter from the head of the Atomic Energy Commission. The letter said he was seen as a security risk. Some people wanted him to quit the General Advisory Committee, but Oppenheimer said no. He wanted a trial instead, and he got one. The trial wasn't fair from the start. Oppenheimer's team couldn't see important documents because they didn't have security clearance. These documents included stuff from the FBI about Oppenheimer and things he wrote himself. The other side had access to these documents. Oppenheimer tried to help his defense, but he had to be careful not to say anything secret by accident. 3. He was nominated for Nobel Prize thrice. Some folks who worked with Oppenheimer in Los Alamos could say they won a Nobel Prize during their lives. But despite being nominated 3 times for the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1946, 1951, and 1967, Oppenheimer didn't actually win it. But in 1963, he did receive the Enrico Fermi Award, a big deal. It was for his outstanding work in developing and controlling atomic energy. So even though he didn't get the Nobel Prize, he still got a prestigious award. 4. He may have poisoned his professor. Oppenheimer was really smart, but he also had strong emotions. When he got his physics doctorate in England, he got into a big fight with his advisor, Patrick Maynard Stewart Blackett, an experienced scientist. Blackett told Oppenheimer to do lab work, but Oppenheimer wasn't doing well. So to get back at his advisor, Oppenheimer put a poisoned apple on his desk. 5. He could speak 6 languages. Oppenheimer loved a good mental challenge and enjoyed showing how good he was at learning things. He could speak 6 languages: Greek, Latin, French, German, and Dutch, which he learned in just 6 weeks to give a talk in the Netherlands, and the ancient Indian language called Sanskrit. He also read lots of books that weren't about science. He once said he read all 3 big books of Karl Marx, Das Kapital, during a 3-day train ride to New York. He also read Marcel Proust's In Search of Lost Time when he felt sad on a Corsica vacation. He learned Sanskrit to read the Hindu scripture called the Bhagavad Gita. 6. Einstein called him a fool. Oppenheimer was incredibly smart and knew many things, but he didn't always handle his feelings in politics well. Once, when people were scared of communism, Oppenheimer talked to Albert Einstein. They met at the Institute for Advanced Study in Princeton, and Oppenheimer told Einstein about how they were trying to take away his security clearance. Einstein told him he didn't have to go through all the trouble of a big investigation and trial. He could just leave. But Oppenheimer said no. He wanted to stay and fight from inside the government because he thought he could do more good that way. In the end, Oppenheimer lost that fight, and it was a loss that stayed with him forever. After talking to Oppenheimer, Einstein went to his office and told his secretary that Oppenheimer was a fool. Do you know any other insane facts about Julius Oppenheimer? Let us know in the comment section. Remember to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell for more videos about the most disturbing historical facts.